In a moment of weakness, I invited a guy friend over to talk about it.
You didn't have to do this with me.
No,
I told you that.
I was born and raised there, but then I grew up over here.
And my ex-husband is 40 and got remarried to a 29-year-old woman.
One more episode, then we go on our break.
Or there's no intro.
Hi, welcome to Tham Pem. I'm Charles.
I'm Holly.
One more episode, then we go on our break.
Second to last.
Yeah, excited for that. So much.
You didn't have to do this with me.
No.
I told you that.
Just need a break. I just been like on go.
You need a break. I need a break.
Yeah,
You just show up.
I just show up. How have you liked doing the podcast so far? Like, how do you think our first season went?
That should be the next one,
episode,
babe.
fine.
Should not be on this one. Aren't you a pro by now?
No.
Come on. We should leave all of these clips in there anyways.
My mind wasn't really ready for this today.
I know. Why do you think like it takes so much out of me? And then on top of that, I'm not even done. I still have to go in and edit and make sure everything flows nicely. It's crazy, but I do enjoy it. I learn a lot. I have a question.
Okay. What's your question?
What is something you've learned this week? Just a reminder, we had a very eventful Monday.
Oh, yeah.
So what have you learned this week?
I learned that we have to move out of Brooklyn Park soon.
Wow, you learned that this week?
No, I've been wanting to, but Brooklyn is where the home's at. Where home's always been at, you know.
Oh, not St. Paul, where you were born and raised.
I was born and raised there, but then I grew up over here, you know. And it's been on my mind for like the past, you could say 4 or 5 years, wanting to move out of Brooklyn.
Oh, wow.
So
What I've learned is that no matter like what situation you're in, for me, I guess it's just a mother instinct, but like always stay calm. Never let your kids know that you are afraid or have them feel like they're in danger or that you're in danger. Because a lot of times they do vibe off of what you're feeling and what you're going through. So if anything, just stay strong and be positive. Even if you're not entirely feeling that way, you have to just stay strong for the kids. And obviously that's like a given already, but it's just this week has probably going through everything this week with the kids. It's like it just brings that back. Just a little reminder. But if you guys missed that part in the beginning, we did had a very eventful day in the week. Other than that, I think it was like almost every other day too, with like the whole volleyball thing, like nobody has balls, so then like you have to figure that out. And then I was just wanting to like trade time slots on the coaches not being able to be there.
yeah.
Even with like today too, like there's just so many events or things that we would like to attend. However, we have other
Obligations
that we have to attend. So I'm just so proud of us that we were able to squeeze this podcast in though, because the office is closed tomorrow. Happy Juneteenth to everyone. And then this weekend is actually very, very busy for us as well too. So props to us for squeezing this podcast session in on a Thursday. Even though
my mind is not in the right place right now.
we tried to stay focused. But one more episode and then we should be done. We're going to take a break for the summer.
For the month of July, part of August.
Yeah, and hopefully we can gather up some guests to come on the show too. A lot of people talking that they want to be on the pod, but at the
schedules just don't work out.
Yes, it's like scheduling, or I think they're just too shy, honestly, which is fine too. I'm not gonna force anyone to come on. It's okay. So earlier this week, another thing that actually happened, which is gonna lead us into our topic for today. What did you want to talk about, babe?
So I think it was Monday. Yes, it was Monday. Went to work. Came back to pick up my kids at my parents' house, and my dad cut my son's hair.
Buzzed all his hair off.
Yeah, he went from a full mop top. Well, he hasn't had a haircut for a while, so I call it a mop top. But longer hair down to his, eyebrow.
To the point where it's like it's naturally going sideways, and every now and then he'll just have to push it to the side so you can see. But it's not like emo style.
It wasn't emo, but it's more like since he hasn't had a cut for a while, it did look it looked natural though, because
Well, especially with his hair color too.
Yeah.
He has this natural lighter brown hair color. It was beautiful. I mean, he gets compliment every time.
But came back and my dad buzzed off all his hair. So my question to you guys is, am I an asshole for yelling at my parents for cutting my son's hair?
Because that's exactly what you did.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
You know what's funny is that Ariel's like, Dad wasn't even that mad. I was like, oh, I'm sure he wasn't.
I was mad. Of course I was mad. It's just like, if I don't cut my own son's hair and I take him to go get his hair cut, why are they cutting my son's hair?
Well, I know that they've been hinting it for a while too, but I didn't think that they were going to do it with their own hands or whatever.
I mean, it's been done before.
Oh, I know. And here's the thing is that this is a behavior that we're used to. It's just they've been pretty good at not doing it, not cutting our kids' hair as long as we tell them to. It's just this time. I think it's probably been longer, but I don't know. I didn't think that they were going to do it, but
I didn't think so either. Yeah.
So is he the asshole for yelling at both of them?
Well, quick history. My first daughter, my mom cut my daughter's bangs. And I was just livid, yelled at her. You yelled at her too.
I did it.
You did.
No, I don't recall yelling.
No. You raised the voice.
I've never yelled at your parents. I'm pretty sure I gave her an attitude.
Yeah.
Because
I wanted to have them keep their baby hair.
Because we had a photo shoot.
Oh, yeah. That too.
And we had a photo shoot booked already. And I mean, we took holiday pictures with her hair like that anyway. So it was just very unfortunate. There was no communication at all. And yeah. And ever since then, she knew better. I mean, she's cut our son's hair a couple of times, but my mother-in-law, and we've told her to
Bitch that hair again. This is probably at least a good yelled at her good 3-4 times to stop cutting our kids' hair.
And let's just say that she has injured him.
Yeah.
To the point where he's probably a little traumatized.
That's probably why he doesn't let us cut his hair anymore.
I
Probably.
didn't know he didn't let us cut his hair.
Well, I always joke with him if I could cut his hair, but I know that he's comfortable with Ryan. So I'd rather just have Ryan do it.
Yeah, his barber.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is there's a history there. Obviously, we know that our parents, my in-laws, they like to cut our kids' hair without us knowing, without our permission. And it just seems like it's a controlling, or it's just my way, and this is just I'm just gonna do it.
It's always been like that. That's why I always keep reminding my parents, can you guys just be the grandparents and quit trying to be the parents to my kids? Because I'm my kid's parent.
Yeah, what did you say to your dad? I want to know. You never told me. Did you say anything?
I did. I said, if I don't even cut his hair, why do you think you can cut his hair?
And what did he say?
He's like, well, it's been so long. His hair is so long, and boys' hair shouldn't be long. I'm like, well, that's your opinion. But if my son wants his hair long, I'm going to leave it long. And if I don't even cut my son's hair and I take him to a professional barber, I don't even go to a professional barber. I take my son to a professional barber.
I just feel bad for my son.
Yeah.
I know his behavior and everything just totally changed. And I know that affects his
Self-esteem.
his relation and trust with his grandparents, you know? Like that's going to really affect the way how he sees them and when he's around them, you know? I know they do feel some type of way, but it's not, I don't think it's entirely my doing.
It's not mine either.
Yeah. So,
well, it's kind of like we want to give our kids, you know, like for me growing up, I've never had had my hair long, like how his was. But it was like long and then they would make me cut it. Or they would cut it. And it's like, why can't I just keep my hair the way how I want to, right? Mm-hmm. So now, like with my kids, you know, if my kids want their hair long or short, I let them make that decision because that's how they want to look. That's how they want their parents to be. So, you know, if they want it a certain way, appearance-wise, how they're, you know, to help with their confidence, then go for it. You know, like that's why I don't force myself to cut my son's hair. I let him choose if he wants long hair, short hair. I don't care.
I mean, just look at dad's hair and look at your hair.
Well, I ain't got no more hair.
Exactly. So then it's like, oh, he's gonna treasure his long hair.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you guys like treasure that too? Like, come on now. He has such beautiful natural hair color as well too. And I think that's what's so unique about him. He runs around the playground. People are like, wow, is that really his hair? I'm like, yeah. I mean, look at me and look at his dad. Like, I mean, like, it's like, yeah, I know he's got that from his dad, but like, isn't that like so beautiful? You wouldn't even want to touch it, you know?
If I still had a hair, my hair would probably be.
No, I think your hair is dark.
No, I had like, when I grow, if I keep it short, it stays dark. If I let it grow long, then it turns brown like his.
So who is the asshole here in this story? This is actually a real true story. So let us know in the comments down below. See what you guys think. Or if this has happened to you guys too. And like, how do we communicate in a healthy way to our parents to just let the kids be kids and
let us parents, us kids as their kids be parents and just have them be grandparents. Right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is actually on Facebook. It's called Who's Wrong Here? I divorced my husband thinking I could do better, and now he's happily remarried. When I was 29, I divorced my husband. We didn't have any major issues. Our relationship was just challenged after having the kids. I was a stay-at-home mom. I expected him to do more of the housework and childcare when he worked full-time. He did help me when I asked, but I started to ask more of him and I burnt him out. I knew how to work him. He always gave in when I pushed. I used that. He eventually got tired of it. I could tell. Shh. Sit down. I could tell he was pulling away, but I just asked for more anyway. I thought if he really loved me, he'd keep showing up. I started threatening to divorce him. I said it more than once. I said maybe we'd be better off apart. He said he knew the baby was just stressing us out and he would like to make it work. He asked me to go counseling. I said no. I said we didn't need a stranger telling us what to do. When I was 29, I looked in the mirror and I thought I was a great catch. I still had, bro, I could hear you like drinking.
Sorry.
I think I have your mic on too loud. I could hear you. When I was 29, when I was 29, I looked in the mirror and I thought I was a great catch. I still had my looks and I lost the baby weight. I honestly thought I could do better than him. I thought I was trading up. I thought I had leverage because I was still young and I looked good. I left him. I walked away from the house and we shared custody of our son. Fast forward now, I'm 40 and still single, and my ex-husband is 40 and got remarried to a 29-year-old woman who is incredibly beautiful. They had their daughter 2 years ago. He bought a new house. My son loves going to his dad's to spend time with his other family, and I'm not gonna lie, it makes me jealous. She got my husband now. Oh, she's got my husband now. My son has a whole other family over there. She's got the life I threw in the trash, and all I have is this house we built together. And now it's just me and the walls in this house. I'm 40 now. I've gained 15 pounds since the divorce. I've got wrinkles I didn't have before. And I'm alone and I'm miserable. I've had short-term relationships after the divorce, but they never worked out. Guys my age want younger women. They don't want someone with a kid and stretch marks. I used to get attention everywhere I went. Now I feel invincible.
Invisible?
Invincible.
Visible?
Invisible. Invisible.
Yeah.
Isn't that how you say it?
Yeah. It just sounded different.
My sister says I was young and overwhelmed, but that doesn't excuse how I treated him. She says I need to stop blaming his new wife for my own choices. She says I should try dating apps, but then I looked at my ex's social media and I see him and his new wife and their daughter and my son smiling in the photos, and I think she has everything I threw away. I sit in this house that I fought for in the divorce, and it's just me and the furniture and the photos of a family that doesn't live here anymore. The walls are quiet. I didn't think quiet would be this loud. Part of me knows I did this to myself, but part of me looks at her and thinks she stole my life. That's it.
Well, grass is not greener on the other side, right?
Would you say she's young and dumb, 29 and like had a kid?
Well, with our experience, right? We had our kid when we had our first when we were 26, right? Ariel. How long were they married for again?
I don't even know. Let's see.
Did they say?
No.
I mean, okay, let's compare that to us, our relationship.
Oh, no, it doesn't say.
Let's say.
But 29, divorced, and then now 40.
So they must have at least been married for, well, they said newborn, right? They had a newborn.
Yeah.
So then they were probably gave birth around, you could say 28, 27.
Yeah, 28, probably 29. I don't know.
But they were divorced at 29.
When I was 29, I divorced my kid. We had other issues. But then they only have one kid.
I know. But then they were talking about how they just have a kid, their first kid, you know. I mean, don't get me wrong. For having your first kid, you got to just kind of power through it.
Yeah.
You know? You're going to come across issues with each other.
I think that's with everyone, though.
Yeah.
Even with just like marriage completely. You have to power through it. And I think that's how you get through the rough time. You get to know each other more. You grow deeper. Same thing with when you go through that lifetime or that cycle, now you bring in a whole new person, which is a newborn, a baby. You have to power through that together as well, too. Now, if you bring in another one, it's the same thing all over again. Yeah. Everyone has to power through now, including the oldest child. Yeah. You know, it's like either you're in it or you're not at all.
I mean, yeah, I think our kids they handled it pretty well, but then, you know, with the new siblings, but then as they got a new sibling and they saw that they got less and less attention, they did, you know, kind of act out a little bit more, you know, compared to when, you know, our oldest was just her and all the attention was on her, you know. And as soon as she had got her brother, yeah, she was super excited to have a sibling. But afterwards, when she started noticing that she got less and less of the attention because now we gotta split the attention or like pay more attention to her new sibling. She act out a little more.
Well, it's just everyone is just trying to figure it out. If anything, even the newborn is trying to figure every single person in this room out, let alone themselves. They're trying to figure out themselves as well too. It's like you guys are not in this alone, and it just seems like they did power through it, but then I feel like her motivation or her motivation is somewhere else, which is her. I mean, she said 29. She looked at herself. She looked good. She lost.
She felt like she was a catch.
Yeah, and like.
But you also compare it. You were 29. You were a stay-at-home mom. You didn't have a job. He provided all the income.
He was a sole provider, and she bossed him around.
And he still helped you. And he still wanted, to like, he still made an excuse and said, oh, it was just probably the baby, having the newborn that was making us feel this way. And you still wanted a divorce.
She pushed him around. She used that and like, she knew how to like work him. And like, she said it herself. He did help me when I asked, and I started to ask more of him, and I burnt him out. I knew how to work him. He always gave in when I pushed. I used that.
Yeah.
He eventually got tired of it. I could tell he was pulling away. You basically self-sabotage this whole marriage, your whole relationship with him too. And it's like, you knew that. You knew exactly what you were doing. And if anything, I just wish you wrote this
before you went through with the divorce.
Yes, I wish you wrote this when you were 29 and just reread it to yourself and be like, oh yeah, dang, I'm an asshole. Maybe I do need to polish myself up a little bit more inside. You look good, but you have a shitty attitude and a behavior. The way you're treating your husband, if anything, no, he doesn't deserve you.
No, you don't deserve him.
He doesn't deserve you.
Yeah. But yeah, it's, she's... Man, then going back and saying that the new wife has stole her life. No, the new wife didn't steal her life. She gave up her life.
You sabotage your own life.
Yeah, so you can't say somebody stole your life if you gave up on it first, right?
Right. He's 40, got remarried to a 29-year-old woman who's incredibly beautiful. Yeah, weren't you incredibly beautiful at 29? You said it yourself. Like, come on, just stick through it. If you would have,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess some people don't know what they have until it's gone, and the walls are really, really quiet.
You could live in
Wait, what did she say? I didn't think quiet would be this loud. That's a good title.
Well, it's...
Quiet will be this loud.
Well, you chose that, And I mean, like, in life, you gotta kind of stick with what you choose.
But you can't complain.
Your decisions that you choose.
You shouldn't be complaining about it.
I mean, you could talk about it.
You chose that life.
Yeah, you could talk about it, but complaining about it.
Yeah, but taking action on it and, like, doing it, it's like now... You want to blame this new gal that's entered in the picture and be like, oh, yeah, she stole my life and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
She didn't steal anything.
Leave her alone. Leave her out of it.
She picked up your trash.
He's not trash.
Well, I'm not saying he's trash, but you thought he was trash.
I don't know. I think she might be those people who will never be satisfied.
Yeah.
Like, you had a good man, good life, good marriage.
Not willing to settle.
And you still weren't happy. And then now 11. Yeah. Like, a couple years go by. And you're still not happy. Like, why can't you just be happy? Period. For him, for your kid, for yourself.
So she's basically someone who will never be happy. Even when she should be happy.
That's what I think. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, you had a good life and you threw it all away. And now, I don't think you have a bad life. Your life is, you might not have any a significant other where you could, talk to. But I feel like your life is not that bad. You still live at the house that you guys built together.
Mm-hmm.
Being a single mom, I wonder if you even work. Like, how are you still able to afford the house?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is he paying you alimony?
I think you're looking at the wrong picture here. That's all I'm saying.
Me?
No, her.
Oh, yeah.
Like, your focus is just wrong, completely wrong with everything with life. It's like, why are you so worried about him? Like, why can't you worry about yourself and like work on yourself and stop being so envious and jealous of other people, And like, maybe the walls are quiet for a freaking reason, for you to listen to your heart. And maybe it's best to be alone for a little bit. And
I mean, she's been alone for 11 years.
well, she has had relations. That's what I just said earlier.
But they don't last long.
I've had short-term relations after the divorce, but they never worked out. Guys my age want younger women. They don't want someone with a kid. Stretch mark. I used to get attention everywhere I went. Now I feel invincible. It's like, well, you probably deserve that. Just kidding. That's kind of harsh.
Well, she probably does.
Here's the top most thumbs up comment. Am I the only one who thinks this was written by a man? Like, from his wife's perspective of what he thinks his ex-wife did and is doing, the whole post seems off to me. Mm. I did not understand what I just read. The only thing he thinks is written, like, from his wife's perspective, what he thinks. Oh, I don't know.
It doesn't sound like a guy wrote it.
Here's the next one. She doesn't have your husband. She has her husband. Leave them alone. The next one is, a man wrote this.
Why does everybody keep thinking a man wrote this?
The one after that says, the ex-husband wrote this. What? Are they saying the ex-husband wrote it and now she's married to a younger guy?
No.
And she's happy?
Unless this is like they're saying that this is the ex-husband's perspective on how his ex-wife feels. I don't know. It doesn't sound like a guy wrote it to me though, at least.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people that says it. Sounds like it's written by the husband. Oh, the husband's writing about his
ex-wife. But does it sound like a guy wrote it to you?
No, not really.
Yeah.
But I could see it. Interesting. Yeah. Interesting. Here's another who's wrong here? One day old. My fiance came home convinced there was another man in the house. I'd never been so scared of him. My fiance and I have been together for 2 years. He's 36, I'm 29. He owns a trucking company, so he's gone for days, sometimes weeks. When he's home, he's attentive and generous. He's also territorial. With trust issues he's carried since childhood. I always knew that. I thought I could handle it. He's been gone 3 weeks. The morning he was due back, our neighbor asked to park in our driveway for an HOA event. I said, sure. So there was a strange car out front where there's never one. I didn't think twice. I was getting ready when I heard the front door slam. Then my name. Loud, sharp, wrong. He came through the house fast, checking rooms, the closet, behind doors, breathing hard, asking me to just tell him the truth. Telling me I was lying, that I was just his mom, just like his mom. Things I won't repeat. I couldn't get a single word out. I just stood there. In 2 years, I'd never been afraid of him, not once. And right then, looking at a face I didn't recognize, I was. Then I saw the neighbor's car through the window, the boots on the steps that turned out to be his own. And it all just collapsed. He went still, started apologizing, said he got scared, said he missed me, and said he just reacted. I left for my sister's that night and told him I needed space. Since then, it hasn't stopped. Flowers, a bag, jewelry, message after message. He's sorry. He'll get help. He was exhausted from the road and he panicked. And a part of me softens. He was tired. He spiraled. He apologized. But then I remember his face, how loud it was, how fast it happened, how I couldn't speak. I keep coming back to the same thing. An apology matters, but so does what he does after it. My sister says, don't go back. My mom says, hear him out. What would you do?
Well,
Ooh,
the thing is, how long were they together?
2 years. Oh, they've been living together? Oh, they've been together for 2 years. He's 36 and she's 29.
Of course, he has a lot of insecurities from probably his childhood trauma.
And she knew that.
And she knew that. But I mean, it was probably the first time where you see his face and it's just like, probably you saw somebody. He has the same face, but it's just, you know, like it's somebody you thought you knew, but you kind of, you know, but you knew he had those issues. I don't know what I'm trying to say, at least.
I think you're getting somewhere. I'm just letting you cook.
Yeah. It's kind of like something that you didn't expect him to lash out on.
Well, it's like a unexpected behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Like you knew he had these probably trauma or things that he's gone through, his history, his past. But like for him to react in that way, it's so sudden and so, I guess, loud. And in a way, it caught you off guard. I'm sure that's going to stay with you. Like it's going to stay with you for a while. And when you said that you didn't recognize his face, I'm sure that's probably a side of him that you didn't know.
Or that he could get to.
Mm-hmm. Or that like you've never seen before. And
well, you knew that he had insecurity problems. But then the thing is, how can you, it seems, to me, it sounds like it happens often, but that's probably the first time where it scared you the most, because you already said he has a trucking company where he's gone from home for long periods of time.
mm-hmm.
So he's probably like lashed out on probably calls or like even before.
I don't know. The way she wrote it, it seemed like he didn't. I mean, it's been 2 years.
It's been 2 years, but you know he had problems like that. So he has, that's not the first time.
Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. That's not the first time he act out insecurely with her, because she knew that he had those kind of issues.
Mm-hmm.
So how can you know if he had those issues if he's never done that before to you?
Mm-hmm.
That might just be the most severe that he's done that to you before.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think if she really loves him, she will let him work on it. But I don't think it's going to be hard for him to change. It's going to take time. And if you're willing to give him time to change, then yeah, go back to him. But if that's something where, you know, you want him to change overnight, it's not going to happen. And if you're expecting him to change overnight,
don't go back.
Don't go back.
I feel like there's the red flags, you know, and if you're willing to put up with that, then hey, you can go back, you know. But I'm sure this isn't going to be the first and last time that he's going to be doing that. And you know that because, you know, he has a history. So it's really up to you. I mean, if you're willing to go to your sister's house for the night, then I think there's your answer.
I mean, it depends. Like, if you're going there because
you feel safe,
don't feel safe, or you're going there just so that you can get away from that kind of...
all of it?
Yeah. But if you're going to your sister because you're sick and tired of it, then I think it's just better to cut it short, cut it there. Because who knows, the next time he might run in with a gun or something, or like...
Yeah, oh, he ain't talking now. He's like pointing and probably yelling. Like,
but I mean,
yeah.
If he really loves you, he'll try to change, but it will just take time. And if you have time to go through with him and with all that, and you really love him that much, then yeah, stick through it. But if you're like, F this, that's a crazy ass motherfucker, then get the fuck out of there, I guess.
I think you guys had a good run. 2 years? Like, come on now.
I have a am I the asshole?
Let's go.
Am I the asshole for killing my husband because I found out through another am I the asshole story that he cheated on me?
Full circle.
How did you write this if you killed your husband though? But yeah, anyways, let me start. It's me again, Alistair. All-Stair. I can't pronounce that name. The gay orphan prodigy singer with 13 disgusted degrees. I have been happily married to my husband, Mitchell, for quite some time. He seemed like the best man ever, or so I thought. I even wrote a song called Beautiful Mitchell and sang it at both the Blue Velvet and Waterside Marble. However, I was scrolling through Slimstagram and found a Reddit link with an Am I the Asshole story where a sim talked about how she woohooed with a man she called M from Oasis Springs. Mitchell is originally from Oasis Springs. So that means he cheated on me when we were still engaged. I felt so shocked and betrayed. I was not going to let him get away with it. Therefore, I sabotaged the oven shortly before Mitchell woke up. When Mitchell started the oven to try to make a spinach frittata, he got caught in the fire and burned to death. I then sent him to the netherworld along with my old orphan prodigy peer, Jade Ellis. I had previously sent her there with her abusive stage mother because I wanted to be the only LGBTQ plus orphan prodigy in San Myshuno. I now have the penthouse all to myself. I frequently invite Johnny Zest over to woohoo. I, of course, threw a drink at Mitchell's side chick and told her what I did to Mitchell as a warning to be mindful of who she woohoos with. I also wrote a new song called Horrible Mitchell and regularly perform it at the bar for Simillions and to advance my career as a famous singer. Wow, this is freaking weird.
Why do you always read the real ones?
I don't know. I saw the title and it sounded good, but
Gosh.
and it was short. This is freaking weird.
Yeah, you always read the weird ones.
Yeah.
So is she the asshole? No, you're not an asshole. You're a psychotic biatch.
Yeah.
Fuck. Why are you writing on Reddit?
Sheesh. That sounds like a made up story, but
I know.
Because how can you kill somebody? Kill two people, basically.
It's not like she even killed her. It's not like she just burned him. That was it. Because she
Burned
saw
him to death.
She saw the girlfriend and it was like.
Well, she just heard a story. So you're kind of psycho. It might be. It wasn't even him, his name. But you kind of. I think you're just psycho.
Even if it's true or not, you're crazy for even talking about it and like trying to justify your side of the story or something. Looking for validation.
Yeah, or you're just trying to create drama. I think it's all in your head probably. All right, one more. All right, I cheated, but here's the whole story behind it. Oh my God. Dang, this ain't that bad. I'm not here to justify my actions, and I know cheating is wrong. I made a mistake that I regret, but I wanted to share my side of the story because I feel like there's so much more to it than what was presented in a recent Reddit post by my ex. From the very beginning of our relationship, he treated me more like a friend than a romantic partner. I could list off his favorite things, colors, color movies, anime, and video games. But at the same time, he's never put in the effort to show me he cared. I took care of him when he was sick, lent him money, and supported him emotionally. But I never received anything meaningful in return. Not a gift, not a card, or even a compliment. It was rare for him to call me beautiful, even during special occasions. To make matters worse, he bought other women's OnlyFans account while we were together. Despite all this, I stayed with them. One night at a party with friends, we played a game where we had to share our darkest secrets. It wasn't in the best state. I wasn't in the best state of mind due to alcohol, and when it was my turn, I brought up something that I thought we were having fun. So I wished his penis was a little bit bigger. I think you read this one, right?
No.
A bit bigger. I didn't mean to hurt him, but he clearly took it to heart and seemed upset. It was just trying to be honest at the moment. When we hit a rough patch, he told me I was his second choice, and I didn't even question it because I knew it was true. He treated his ex-girlfriend better than me, which was incredibly painful to acknowledge. I put on a smile and tried to get through it all. I took a few days to myself to think about everything, and in a moment of weakness, I invited a guy friend over to talk about it. Before I could even tell my partner what happened, he caught us sleeping in bed together. I had forgotten I gave him a spare key, and that moment awkwardly shattered whatever was left of our relationship. Now, as I moved on and started dating my best friend, I finally feel loved the way I should have been all along. I find it strange that my ex brought this up 2 years later, and it is frustrating to see people painting me as the villain without understanding the full context of my situation. I know I was wrong for cheating, but I hope sharing my experience shed some light on why I made that choice. The comments on his posts really didn't capture what I went through, and I wanted to add my voice to the narrative. Thank you for reading. Also, I know the Am I the Asshole account is for questions of someone at the TA. What's that? The Asshole. But I did it on the account because that's the account he did it on. I also didn't know where else to go because, again, I don't use Reddit, so hopefully nobody judged me for this.
I forgot that she's writing this just to justify her side of the story.
Mm-hmm.
This is a girl, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm assuming that he must have wrote a Reddit about her first, about how she cheated on him. That's why she's writing her side of the story. There's a lot of just
clarifying.
He said, she said, or like, this is my side. This is her, like his side. I mean, if anything, you both are assholes. You know, he's a jerk for treating her that way.
Well, if you were the second choice, then that must mean that he didn't get his first choice. So that's why he picked you.
That was so stupid.
I'm just saying.
That was so dumb, obviously.
Yeah.
Duh. Why do you think she feels that way? It's like, how would you feel if someone told you that you're the second choice? Like you were never his first choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shitty thing to say to someone that you're with. It's also shitty of her to be talking about his personal self, even if like
what about his penis or whatever you're saying?
Yeah, like
I think that was just a joke.
That was not a joke. She just said, "Oh, I was drunk and like I thought we were all being like,
I don't know,
honest and like whatever." And she said that, and I'm like, I don't know.
Well, you guys probably weren't really nice to each other. It sounded like your relationship was pretty toxic.
Yeah.
So you're just saying things.
Well, that was at a party, and she was drunk too. So then, you know, I think it's kind of Like, for you guys to be saying all of this, what kind of friends do you have anyways? For you guys to be like, oh, but yeah, she wasn't my like first choice. She's my second. It's like, okay, let's just not get there. Like, I don't want no drama with anyone. Oh yeah, I wish like, I wish like his penis was bigger. Blah blah blah. It's like, okay, let's just. Could we stray away from things that will create issues or problems in the future? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want you to be saying things like that. Like, I get it. Those are supposed to be your friends. But like I said, what kind of friends do you even have? Like, do you really want to be saying all this stuff? You never know. You just really hurt their feelings. So obviously, whatever he said hurted your feelings. I'm sure whatever you said about his penis hurt his feelings too. And then you guys try to laugh it off. You know?
But maybe it's just you guys are just saying things to get each other's reaction. Yeah. Who knows?
Or maybe it's actually the real truth.
Maybe.
Alcohol. What is it? Juice. Courage.
Alcohol. Yeah. Liquid courage.
Yes. But if anything, you guys are both assholes. But yeah, you're trying to justify your side of the story then. Okay, great. But you shouldn't be cheating.
Yeah.
And for him,
I mean, your relationship was already rocky. So you cheating just pushed it over the edge. So, of course, he probably wrote something that painted you like you were the evil one, of course.
he probably...
Well, his first post, and this is her clarifying.
No, this is just her side of the story. Yeah. He wrote his side, now she's writing her side.
And I don't know his side, but...
Yeah, we should have looked at that. But...
I mean, I could look it up. Do you want me to look it up?
Not really.
Okay, then not really.
You want to.
All right. No, I don't want to. I don't want to do that work.
Well, that's how much it takes to be doing a podcast, babe. Just a one episode. Why are you smiling like that? Well, next week's going to be a special episode. That's going to be our last episode ever for season 1. So stay tuned. Thanks for joining us, you guys. We appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below. Reach us at wetape@gmail.com. And go for it, babe. You should just let me end it. Bye, you guys.